What's up, golf fans? And today we're going to be reviewing two of the hottest irons from Callaway. We've got the Callaway Mavrik irons versus the brand new Big Bertha B21s. In this video, we're going to go through our first impressions of each iron, their key features and selling points, the club composition, so like the shafts and the grips, other irons we're considering, and which one we'd recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching our video, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So first impressions of these two, and the Big Bertha irons are going to be super game improvement irons, so that means more forgiving and easier to get in the air, and the Callaway Mavriks are going to be game improvement irons. So these two can be considered the leading irons on the market from Callaway, and the Mavriks are going to be for high to mid handicappers, so those who are a bit better at the game already. The clubs are crafted with artificial intelligence, and these ones are created for distance and forgiveness. The clubs are brimming with the latest technology to make improving your score a walk in the park. And then on to the Big Bertha B21s, and these ones have got higher lofts and wider soles, so that gives you more loft and more forgiveness, but you are going to be sacrificing a little bit of the distance with the Big Bertha B21s. So key features of the Callaway Mavrik irons, and besides all the artificial intelligence, these clubs are brimming with some of the latest features that we expect in the high-end irons. There's tungsten weighting, which is basically weights added to the head of the club to ensure a perfectly balanced center of gravity, which is going to lead to longer and straighter shots. We've got flash face cup technology, which just means that the face reacts with the ball and it gives you a maximum ball speed on impact. The head on the Mavrik clubs is offset, so that just gives more forgiveness for beginners, even if we don't hit the sweet spot on any shot with the irons. And then we've got urethane microspheres inside the head of the club, just to take away any vibrations if you hit the ball off center on the club face. And when you hit the sweet spot, it gives a really nice and rewarding sound as well. So the B21s are probably the leading super game improvement irons on the market right now. They've got a lot of the same features of the Mavriks, so kind of picked up where the Mavriks left off. We've got the tungsten weighting, the flash face cup technology, even more offset in the club heads, so more forgiveness with these ones, and the urethane microspheres as well. And where these clubs are going to differ is that the Big Bertha clubs have higher lofts. So if you struggle getting the ball up in the air, the Big Bertha with the higher lofts is going to result in a higher ball flight. So great for beginners and high handicappers who are hitting their shots along the ground or not getting enough height. We've got more offset, so just more forgiveness if we're not hitting the sweet spot on the club. And the wider soles just gives us a bigger club face to play with. So you're going to be hitting longer. You're going to be hitting straighter and higher shots with the B21s, and you're going to be hitting straight and long shots with the Mavriks if you have a bit more control over the club face. So just looking at the loft comparison between the two club sets, and the Mavriks are going to have stronger lofts, so that means lower and further ball flight. And the Big Bertha B21s, it's going to be 2 or 1 degrees kind of more loft, so you're going to be getting higher shots, easier to get the ball up in the air with the B21s for complete beginners and high handicappers. So a shaft and grip comparison, and both of these clubs are using the Golf Pride Tour Velvet 360 soft grips, and these are 46 grams on the graphite shafts and 50 grams on the steel shafts. The Mavriks are using the Project X Catalyst graphite shafts, and they weigh 60 grams. And for the steel shafts, you get the True Temper Elevate 95 steel, and they weigh 90 grams. With the Big Berthas, you're getting specially made RCH graphite shafts that also weigh 60 grams. Or if you go with the steel clubs, you get KBS Max CT80 steel shafts. And as I said, both the grips are going to be the same. So graphite shafts are for those who swing slower, so just to get more club head speed and more distance. And then if you're a fast swinger, you're going to want the steel shafts. So you're swinging the club faster, you want the club to be sturdier, and you're going to get a ton more distance. So who should buy which one? And if you know how to play the game, you're a high to mid handicapper, you're kind of good player and you're just looking for distance and forgiveness, the Mavrik irons are the way to go. Some of the top irons in the market right now. For high handicappers who need a bit more help in the game, say if you're just starting out and you have a good budget, the B21s are going to allow you to get the ball higher in the air more easily, and they've got a little bit more forgiveness without being as long as the Mavriks. So the B21s are super game improvement irons. The Mavrik Max are more forgiving than the B21s, but less forgiving than the Mavriks. So these are for high handicappers who have some experience, but they want to get a lot better, and they want a good mix of distance and forgiveness. And then the Mavrik Pros are for those who are better at the game, mid to low handicappers. They know what they're doing and they're ready to sacrifice some of that forgiveness for a bit more distance and feel around the greens. So they want to put more spin on the ball. The Mavrik Pros are going to be great for those mid to low handicappers. And since the B21s are brand new, they cost about $200 more than the Mavriks, and for that reason we would be recommending to 99% of people to go with the Callaway Mavrik set, unless you really want to get the B21s or you struggle to get the ball in the air a lot. So the Mavrik's going to be an awesome choice for almost anybody, and as I say, if you're a much better player then you can go with the Mavrik Pros. So that's it for our review today. Thanks as always for watching the video, and if you like that kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date.